is your Channel 10 News. Our Channel 10 staff of Tony Minfield, Cindy Ray, and Joe Potter bring you the local, national, international, and sports news, followed by the market report. And now, the Channel 10 News.
This is your Channel 10 News, bringing you local, national, international, and sports news, followed by the stock report and the weather. And now, here is your Channel 10 News.
Good evening. On this Thursday, October 30th, here are the stories that made the headlines. A top advisor resigns from the Reagan staff. Iranian parliament holds a meeting. There was no quorum and no decision on the hostage issue. From the world of sports, the International Olympic Committee is investigating why 65 countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics, and locally, Governor Juan Luis signs WAPA funding. I'll return right after this message.
Because we try to make it as near as possible like the real thing, the general election of November 4th.
I asked all of the students if they support the candidates that their parents support. All of them said no. They said that they make up their own minds and their parents' opinions don't matter. This is Denise George, Channel 10 News.
Governor Juan Luis today announced the appointment of St. Thomas businessman Percival Reese as monitor of all capital improvement projects and programs for the governor in the territory. As the governor's representative, Reese will monitor the progress of capital improvement projects. Channel 10 News will continue right after this message.
Ronald Reagan's top defense and foreign policy advisor, Richard Allen, withdrew from the GOP presidential nominee's campaign today. The move came in response to charges denied by Allen that he has used his connections with the Nixon White House for personal gain. After today's development, Reagan's news secretary, Lynn Nofzinger, declined to rule out a role for Allen in a Reagan administration. In Nofzinger's words, anyone who is elected president has the right to have anyone who Carter says he has no way of knowing. I'm Cynthia Ray. Boots will be right back with tonight's sports report.
The Channel 10 Sport is brought to you by Cotty 12, Mansion's Wines, and Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer.
The International Olympic Committee will write to 66 countries around the world asking an explanation of why they did not compete in the Moscow Olympics. You try Cutty 12 tonight. Top American in Japanese 6 to 18 advantage. Meanwhile, Antilles quarterback Leo Sibley was helmeted by a stout defense by CAHS that saw the flag pulled from his waistband numerous times before he could get off a pass. Among the Chicken Hawk players who turned the game into a rout in the fourth quarter was Winthrop Maduro, who is also a well-known local tennis player, disc jockey, and most recently a Channel 10 commercial advertisement actor. And for all of you party enthusiasts, bring a friend. And that's it for tonight's sports. My name is Reggie Boots Pulliam. Stay tuned for Tom Lawrence and the stock market report next.
The Channel 10 Sports was brought to you by Cotty 12, Mansion's Wines, and Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer.
First Pennsylvania Bank, the Thank You Bank, presents today's stock market report with Mr. Tom Lawrence, an officer of Page Halsey Stuart Shield.
Good evening. On this Thursday, October 30th, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 917.58, down 11.60. Advancing issues were 369, declining issues 1,160, and volume was 38,200,000 shares. Stock prices opened lower this morning in moderate trading, and the Dow Jones lost over 3 points right away, and it stayed pretty much there most of the day, with declining issues taking a 6-4 lead over the advancing ones. However, in late afternoon trading between basically 4:15 and 5 o'clock, the market absolutely slid down completely, down off 11.60, and it broke the 920 level, which is very, very important for the technical types. The market is still trying to sort out all the developments relating to the presidential election, the upward spiral in interest rates, and the punitive oil policies announced by Canada Tuesday night. Yesterday morning, we saw prices move ahead nicely, only to have the market sell off in afternoon trading. And the policies proposed by the Trudeau government in Canada sent a wave of selling throughout the volatile Canadian oil stocks, and this in turn touched off selling in the rest of the list.
Expected to seriously affect us with cloudiness or shower activity. Reginald?
Good night to you, Kyle.
Good night to you. Good night to all of you from Channel 10 News.